Hello, hello, what's up? So what's going on? I'm in Arkansas. I'm about 90 miles from Little Rock. I'm at mile marker 73, so I'm 73 miles from the border. I'm 73 miles into Arkansas. I'm on I-40 headed eastbound. So I crossed the border into Arkansas 73 miles ago. So I went from Oklahoma City to Tulsa, picked up a load at Kimberly Clark, and headed to something Haven, Florida. I forget the name of the city. But I'm only taking it to West Memphis, dropping it off, and somebody else is going to take it the rest of the way there. I'm stressing out about a few things. Before I get into that, I'll finish like what I'm doing and what my plan is. So I should be getting to West Memphis. I think initially I estimated I was going to get there at about 9 p.m. See, I estimated it was going to be 9 hours, and it was going to take me about an hour in Kimberly Clark. And I left my house at 11:30, so about 9:30 is when I expect I'm going to make it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Petro and grab some food. That Petro down the street in West Memphis has the best food of any truck stop I've ever been to. And so I'm going to grab some stuff out as far as hot plate stuff goes. I'm not talking about like order at Denny's or something like that. I'm talking about hot plate. They're phenomenal. So I'm just going to loiter in the fuel island for a couple of minutes, run inside, grab some food, go back to the terminal, park for the night, and I have a car reservation at 9 a.m., 21 miles away. So I'm going to get an Uber at about 7:30 a.m. I'll hopefully make it to the car rental place about 8:15 so that we can wrap up any paperwork we need to do. And I can hopefully get out of there ASAP. Maybe, hopefully, they'll let me actually leave a few minutes early on the rental. That would be sweet. And not charge me for it. Yeah, anyway. What else? That's about it. So what I'm stressing out about right now is the rental, because I don't have a credit card. It's really hard to rent a car without a credit card. Supposedly I can rent a car here without a credit card, with a debit card. But you cannot call the individual locations. If you call Budget, you can only reach their like international phone line. They ask you what country you're trying to rent a car in and shit like that. It's really frustrating to try to reach someone at Budget. So I don't know. Once I get a credit card, I don't plan on ever doing business with Budget again. They are all the like Budget and a couple of the other, like Alamo was actually pretty nice. I was able to easily contact someone at the airport for Alamo, but they don't have any way that they accept debit cards. But yeah, Budget is on my shit list of never do business with again. This is the only reason I'm doing business with them right now is out of necessity. But I'm stressing out a lot about the car situation. Like, how am I going to get to Fargo, North Dakota? But if for some reason it falls through to where I can't rent the car, then I'm just going to take a damn train. It'll be cheaper, but I'm going to have to reschedule with Greg. I'm going to have to talk with Greg and, ask him if he'd be willing to come in on Saturday and sign papers with me on Saturday, because the train only leaves at like 10 something p.m. every day, and it takes like 28 hours. It arrives in Fargo at like 3:24 a.m., leaves Memphis at like 10:20 something p.m. And there's a 5-hour layover in Chicago. I was actually kind of excited about the prospect of riding the train. So it's not going to bum me out too terribly much if I can't rent the car. Like, it's going to suck because I'm going to have to reschedule everything, and I'm going to arrive basically a day late. But it should be good. It should be good. I'll just have to ride the train. And I can't believe that these rental car companies are having a hard time, because everything is sold out on these damn rental car places. It is really hard to book a car right now. Flights, trying to book a flight, the flights were all booked up. So I think everything's bouncing back pretty quick. But that's pretty much the update as to what's going on. Let me pause it for a second and think if there's anything else I wanted to throw in there before I end the video. This will be like the shortest video ever. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in previous videos, so I'll do a quick summary of progress made on being an owner-operator. So I found the truck, picked out the truck, put a deposit on the truck. The truck far exceeds my expectations. It is an amazing truck at an amazing deal. Financing, I'm just going to pay cash outright on the truck. I'm not going to have a truck payment. It's going to have, my operating costs are going to be incredibly low. And I think insurance is like $36 a week is, and then the Geotab is like $5 a week. So my total weekly expenses are likely to be somewhere in the $50 range. Fucking four-wheelers can't merge for shit. What's this dumbass gonna do? You're just gonna sit there and pace me at 65 miles an hour? Fucking idiot. I hate these dumbasses. I shouldn't have even moved over for these dumbasses. But now he's going like 85 miles an hour after he sat there speed matched me at 65 for 10 or 15 seconds. I forgot what the hell I was saying. So the financing's taken care of. Like, yeah, my operating costs are going to be really, 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 really low. So if I take, I don't plan on taking a lot of time off. I'm not becoming an owner-operator so I can sit at home all day. That's not the reason I'm becoming an owner-operator. But my costs are going to be low enough that if I want to take a month off, I can. So that's pretty sweet. I don't know what whenever I find out what my total operating costs are, then I will do a video on that. So I plan on doing a whole bunch of finance videos once I got some numbers to talk about. And I plan on doing a ton of load board videos, and I'm gonna get it set up to where I can do videos. Well, I already have it set up. I'll start doing videos on my laptop so you can actually see the load board as I'm scrolling through it and picking loads and stuff like that. We can go through my thought process and how I'm going to pick the loads. What were some other? So picking out the truck, paying for the truck. Those two are done with. Those are two of the biggest things. Getting accepted on with lease, got that. I'm already partway through the process of getting onboarded with lease. What else? I got approved for the fuel card that Everett recommended. It's the XPO Logistics fuel card. It's been bought out. It used to be the Jacobson Network FTS fleet card, but XPO Logistics bought it out, and now it's called the XPO Logistics card. So XPO Logistics, yes, the XPO company. So I have one of their fleet cards. I guess they allow other people to use their cards. They hate Flying J and Pilot, apparently. That's what the fuel person told me that sold it to me, the salesperson, Renee. She told me that I'm going to get like no discounts at Pilot and Flying J. I get 15 cents off a gallon at every Love's, and then, you know, TA Petro, Quick Trips, and a whole bunch of other places I get variable discounts. I'll have to look at the list, but you know, it's so that's a hurdle, the fuel card. I went ahead and got a credit card. That wasn't really a trucking hurdle, but it was a huge issue with being able to rent a car. I don't want to be in this situation again, so I went ahead and got a credit card. It's got a decent sized credit limit on it. So if some unexpected expense comes up that I can't cover, or that I don't want to spend a large lump sum cash all at once on, then I have the option. It's good to have options. I'll probably never use it. I'll probably have to remind myself to use it, you know, once every 6 months so it doesn't get shut off like my last one. What are some other big hurdles? I'm still on the fence with the tax service. Not 100% sure with which tax service I'm going to go. ATVS sounds like the H&R Block of the trucking industry. I'm not really very happy with them. I'm afraid that if I go with them, it's going to end up costing me thousands of dollars. I have worked with tax people that were idiots that almost cost me thousands of dollars, but fortunately for me, my taxes were simple enough and I was knowledgeable enough that I knew like where they fucked up. Jay just responded to me. Oh my God, you remember Jay? So Jay is the guy that I talked to at the terminal that he was getting his truck, he was getting his truck, his geotab and stuff installed. He was just starting out his lease with USA Truck, and they were prepping his truck for all of it, doing the inspection, installing the geotab, all that crap in the shop. And I was just sitting there shooting the shit with him while I was getting a preventative maintenance done, and he was getting all that work done. And he told me, you know, about all his, you know, what he's done. You know, he worked for a bunch of different companies as a lease. He's been a lease operator for years. He didn't like being called a lease operator, though. He equates that to like renting the truck. When I say lease operator, I'm talking about somebody leasing on with a company, running under someone else's authority. So he's an owner-operator. Owner-operator, lease operator, pretty much the same thing to me. He's been an owner-op for a long time. And he has the same plan as me. He's hoping to get on with Landstar at some point. And right now he can't get on with them. So he's found the next best thing, which is what I did. USA Truck appears to be the next best thing for people who lack the experience or the record or the type of truck or whatever it is. Landstar's kind of picky. USA Truck is a really good alternative in their lease program. But I sent him a message a couple of weeks ago asking him what the rates have been like. And he finally just texted me back, and he told me they've been pretty good. Most loads are over $2 a mile. He said he's pulled a couple for $1.50. I'm guessing that is the base rate before USA Truck takes their cut. Because that would actually be really good. So their cut is 35%. So that means a $2 a mile load would be $1.30. So if the cheapest shit he's pulling is normally $1.30 a mile or more on his take, that's not including fuel surcharge. Well, I don't know if he's including fuel surcharge. This is the reason it's so hard to get accurate information in trucking. Is because you don't know the full context of whenever somebody tells you they're pulling stuff for $2 a mile, what does that mean? Is that including your fuel surcharge? Is that after, the company takes their 35% cut? Like, it makes a huge difference. If he's pulling stuff for $2 a mile, not including fuel surcharge, and after USA Truck takes their cut, then there's no way. Because I looked at their load board and USA Truck doesn't pay that well. That's amazing. So the $2 a mile is probably including fuel surcharge, and it's before USA Truck's cut, which means he's pulling stuff for like $1 a mile, which is not good. I don't know though. It's hard to get the context of it. So I'll message him back later. But it's good that he finally messaged me back. I guess the phone number he gave me to text him at is his backup number or something. He let that text set for a long time. God, I had some four-wheeler pass me that's just barely going like a half a mile an hour faster than me, and he's slowly pulling away. Got a FedEx alongside of me. FedEx scares the hell out of me, man. I see a lot of FedEx trucks in the ditch and in accidents and shit. Maybe it's just because they're one of the biggest carriers in the country. They have a lot of trailers. So to see a FedEx trailer in the ditch, small percentage of their entire fleet. You see a small carrier like USA Truck in the ditch, they're a mid-size. USA Truck's a mid-size carrier. They have like 1,800 is what I heard. So they're mid-size. I don't know what the exact cutoffs on sizes though. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. But Don told me they were a mid-size carrier in orientation whenever he was talking about insurance rates increasing this year. He was saying that the large carriers, their insurance was going up by about 25%. Mid-size carriers, which USA Truck is, he said their insurance was going up by about 50%. And he said the smaller carriers, their insurance was going up by 100% this year. I was like, damn. And he said, that's just this year. The insurance has been increasing by large amounts for the last 2 or 3 years or longer because of these massive payouts these juries are rewarding. These like $300 million payouts being rewarded to people that actually hit the truck, didn't get hit by the truck. There was somebody that ran off the interstate, went into oncoming traffic, and hit a truck, and that trucking company had to pay that person like $100 million. I don't know the details of that case, but that seems absolutely absurd to me. But that's one of the cases that Don talked about in orientation. Unfortunately, I don't think Don's with the company anymore. I think Don used to be the director of safety, is what my trainer Miguel told me. And man, I hope this guy that's passing me sees his fucking tire in the road. Yeah. Dude, somebody had a hell of a blowout. Looks like they lost a couple of tires. And there are just huge chunks of tires all over the damn roadway up in this bitch. And right there, somebody pulled over on the shoulder. That's probably the guy that lost all the tires. He's got some cones out and stuff. There's like several four-wheelers pulled over on the shoulder. Oh my God. I bet they hit those damn gators and they're trying to get his information to like get him to pay for that shit. Oh man, there's like 4 cars pulled over on the shoulder right there. I bet they all hit those tires that were all over those. They were like almost the entire tire. There are like 2 of them in the road. There were 2.5 tires in the road. So they probably messed up a car if a car ran over top of it. But there were like 3 or 4 four-wheelers pulled over in front of that truck, and they probably went back to ask for his insurance information. Damn, that sucks. But is there anything else before I wrap up this video? I don't think so. Jason, if you're watching it, then best of luck to you. I hope you over there crushed it at Traveloco. And I like your truck. Your truck looks awesome. When I first heard lime green, I was like, damn, I don't know if I could rock lime green. But it's actually a good looking green. It's not as bright as I thought it would be. I was thinking more of a neon green or something. It's a good looking truck. I even like the color. So have a great day, great week, great everything. And I'll make another video at some other time. Have a good one. Bye.